Hey guys, welcome back. Tristan here, playing some more Spelunky 2. Whew. I just got done with my workday. You know the tradition, that's how it goes. You know, you get done, you play some Spelunky, you record a video for Ben. Hey Ben, how you doing? And you talk about your day. How'd your day go, buddy? That's me, I'm talking to myself in the future. Me. That's who I'm talking to. It went okay. It was an okay day. Documentation day. I have a reputation with documentation. I don't like doing it. I think I'm one of those, like, code first, document later kind of guys. I found out recently that that's a thing. Guys like me who just like to, you know, just code and then figure out the docs later. There's like a whole hated group of us, apparently, or at least in web development. Web development guys in particular, they love to document because that's what it is, right? You just like all the APIs, all the parameters, all the database entries, all that stuff. Like, how does everything fit together? That's what database or web dudes do. I'm not hating on them, all right? Well, I guess I am a little bit, like, but not because I hate them, but because, like, I don't know. We're oil and water, man. they like to make sure everything is documented before they even start coding, right? And that's just not me. It's like I need to get in there and see it in code before I can really understand what I'm making. And they're the other way. They're like, we need to read it, write it down before we can even understand what we're making, and then we'll code it. And I feel like there's like a disagreement there, or like a debate. I don't know where I'm going here. I'm too wrapped up in my like ideologue. My ideas, and then what I'm trying to express with it. Anyway, I'm coming around to it. I'm figuring stuff out. There's this thing called Swagger, which generates API documentation for you, which is cool, right? I'm particular writing it in the comments, which turns out is kind of a pain for me because, hey buddy, my dog's like hitting my chair. I might have to take him out here. It's kind of a pain because you lose all the like syntactical like help with the code editor when you do that. You know, you're just writing a comment. So it's just like, you have to hit enter, and every time you hit enter, the spacing's all messed up, and you have to print, because I'm writing it in YAML, so you have to write a bunch of like YAML code. Oh crap, it's over there. Do you see it? It's over there. You have to write a bunch of YAML code in order to document it correctly, but like nothing is spaced out correctly when you go to document it, so you just have to like hit the spacebar 50 times in order to get it to the right level. And then I don't even know where the log output for generating the code is, because it's just a Docker image, and like it's just like, hey, I built it, I don't know if it worked or not. And you're like, okay, cool, all right. So you just like have to go into the logs and see if it even like worked. I don't know. I'm new to it, and it's a workflow thing, and I'm just trying to like figure out all the ins and outs of it, and so far it's been kind of a rough process. And I'd rather just write some code to take care of it for me, which I guess this is, but man, it's not my favorite. I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong, maybe there's like a better way to do, like, I'm reading a bunch of documentation about it, and there's a ton of like specification. There's Swagger, and then Open API, and then like a bunch of different libraries in which to generate the Swagger code, and then in which to represent it through a web page, right? Which is neat. Like, I will give that like the credit where credit is due, right? Because being able to just open up a web page, see all your APIs. Do you need to go to the bathroom? What's up? Okay. See all your APIs, and then actually hit a button that says like send this request. It's like, oh, well, that's useful. I'm gonna try and pause my video here. Let's see if we can do this. Replay. I don't know how to pause. All I know is how to start and stop. There's got to be a way to do this without actually killing it. Hotkeys, start recording, start streaming. How do I pause? Game capture audio. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna try and cut this video, and then I will like make a new video, and then I'll pinch them together somehow. Anyway, I'll be right back. All right, I've returned. Hello, back again. Took a little bit longer than I thought. Did a whole round of chores. Tucked Monica into bed. Let's see. What was I doing? What was I even talking about? Oh man, I bought everything in the store. I want to get this ghost pod. I have 8 ropes. I was talking about documentation for networking projects, or just web APIs in general. Which that's kind of what I'm working on. I'm working on a web API that's gonna be used by a game, and it's super cool. Like, I love the idea. I love the freedom that they're giving me to like just do what I need to do. There are some like specifications and things that people are asking of me and that I'm trying to abide by. That's kind of a pain, but that's okay. Like, that's the job. That's what it is. Let's see if I can get up here. Oh, don't hit that. Get hit by that. Yeah, and so in my Google searches, I have found that I am some sort of villain, the guy that codes first and documents second, right? Like, there's whole books written about me, or the type of person that I am, and I find that kind of humorous. Like, I don't know, I just, like, that's how I've worked the entire time that I've, like, coded, that I started going to school and learning how to code. It's just start coding and then do the documentation, right? And over the years, many people have tried to convert me over to like, hey, write unit tests, write the documentation, have long discussions about like how the code should look and be and feel and what standards and practices should we use and blah, 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 blah. And that's fine. I will participate in all of that and listen to your thoughts and try to implement your opinions and do all the things that you would like to do. But until I actually get into the code and start coding, I don't really understand what we're doing, right? Like, the code is the source of truth to me, and the rest of it is just kind of like this conversation that surrounds it. And to many people, whoa, I'm dead. To many people, it's completely opposite, where it's just code, or the documentation is the source of truth. Unless the documentation says this, it shouldn't occur, right? And it's like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but the code doesn't actually work like that. It works like this. But the documentation, I don't care what the documentation says. This is what the code does, right? That to me is the source of truth. And also, kind of, I guess, where the big argument is like, it should always do what it's documented to do. It's like, okay, like, the Constitution should always do what it's documented to do. Not always the case, though, is it, right? It's usually like whatever humans decide to do, and that's the case here too. You know, it's whatever humans decided to program, right? So even though the Constitution says one thing, it's not necessarily how it works. I don't know why I'm switching to the Constitution. Oh, Monty! Saved him right at the last second there. Whew. Anyway, like, I get it, and I hear it, and like, I also agree with a lot of the opinions of like, hey, you should really think before you start coding. Like, yes, better habits means better code. I agree with that. Like, start documenting. I do want to get into that, but like, just going. Oh crap, this is gonna be a run. Did I even find the Ujit? Oh, it's like only level 1. I don't know. I'm way too in my conversation that I'm not even like paying attention to Spelunky at all. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Oh shoot, I just used 2 ropes. Well, that could have gone better, but it was not terrible. Anyway, so I have some thoughts on writing code versus documenting. We should document more. I should document more. I'm trying to document more. It's just not my favorite thing to do. Not only because it's kind of tedious, and I don't know, it definitely requires a new skill set, right? Like, you have to like not actually code you have to understand the code of the documentation. And at best, it's like, this should do this. It's like, okay, great, but can I write the code to make sure that it does do that? No, not yet. It must be documented and approved first. It's like, okay, great, okay, I'll wait. Oh my god, this is a busy little area, isn't it? Right? Like moles and lizards and bats and snakes. Ugh. Okay, so can I dump the key? Where's the... I think I can dump the key because I haven't seen the Ujet Eye location, so I'm going to try doing that. And bring it. I did not want to do that. That was really bad. Okay. I usually die because of this stuff, so we'll see if I... No, I'm still going to die here. Just, you know, make my point, I guess. I was just standing there waiting for something to happen. Okay. So yeah, I'm having a little problem with swagger. Also, what's with that name? Come on, guys. Also, the website that it produces is kind of god-awful. Like, there's a better version of it, but I gotta switch from using Express to React, and I don't want to do that. So, and I'm stuck using this React variant that produces a really ugly-looking webpage. Sorry if you worked on that and you think it's good, or if you also like use it and think it's good. It's just, it's not user-friendly, not user experience friendly. Then I saw this other one. I'm like, ooh, this one looks pretty. Everything's nice, and it's formatted in mobile in case you want to use mobile, and if you want to do this, you do this. And I'm like, oh, and then it's like, here are some of the advanced features, and it's showing like drop downs and variants of like the requests and the way that you can, like, using a mobile phone send requests. I'm like, that's kind of neat, right? And it's like, oh yeah, but like, by the way, you got to switch your entire framework. And I'm like, oh, bummer. I guess I won't be doing that. You guys ever seen that? Like, where you're working on something and then you get like teased by like some other like cool new thing that you could be working on, but you got to change your entire project, and you're like, well, maybe next time. Monty's worth getting. Anyway, it was a good day still. Like figuring that out, and like I'm still having fun with it, doing play tests, stuff like that. But I like the group of people I work with. Everybody's like super freaking smart. I feel kind of dumb next to them. Like, oh my god, I'm just like a lowly web app developer trying to go into games. I do make, like, you know, web app games and RPGs and back-end systems and things like that. Like, that's what I'm... Oh, shoot. I almost died because of the trap. And there's a scorpion. So I've been doing this for, what, like 9 years? 2011. Yeah, 9 years. Okay, so this is the bottom, and we've not found our Ujet Eye, and it's because it's over here. Secret. And we bombed our way into the Ujet Eye room somehow. Usually they don't let you do that. Yeah, we'll go down. Just don't die. Anyway, if you have an opinion on coding first and documenting second, or vice versa, let me know. I'm sure you guys can run the arguments to convince me. I'm just still unconvinced. But it's mostly like just the way my brain works, not because I have like good solid reasoning. Wow, that was almost on the money there, wasn't it? Only $100 that day. Spike shoots. I thought I... Oh, it's the third floor. Let's see if there's some cash in here. There isn't, but... Oh, I thought that was a box down there. It looked like a box. Okay. Yeah, we can just go get this gem, and then we can fight before the spike shoes. There we go. Okay, we have the Ujidai. We're just gonna look for Monty, the ghost pot. I'm just getting my head into Spelunky a little bit, as opposed to just like being fully conscious on the freaking coding standards and guidelines. My dog didn't even need to go to the bathroom, by the way. He just wanted food. That's the only reason he came to get me. He's just like, hey, how about some food? And I'm like, dude, you ate. You don't need more food. He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, one dinner. What about second dinners? I'm like, I get it. But no more. All right, Yang's over here. I have 15 bombs, so more than enough. I think if I just, let's see, where do I want to open it up? Right here. This guy. On board over here. Use this to get the emerald. We'll drop out one, just to simplify things a little bit. We got a minute. Use a rope to get 2 gems. I suppose I could have just thrown that rock. Alright, so that's our exit. Is it though? Like, we can't get up here without turkey. Anyway, just solve this problem, and then you can solve the next problem. Which is what I do in programming, which just solve this problem, then get on to the next one, right? Sorry, buddy. Let's just blow this. Oops. And the dog's back in here to beg for more food. Hey, buddy. Let's get our boomerang back. Oh, shoot. We are out of time. I might have to ditch Monty. Yeah, ditch Monty. Sorry, buddy. I'm just depriving all sorts of dogs today. Ooh, that could have been instant death. I've died several times to that lizard. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. It's usually instant death. Boomerang should make short work of this guy. Yep. Yeah, we'll just leave. Volcano, here we come. Nice. We'll throw that one. Always throw your pots. Alright. Messing around with the ghost pot, but, you know, it's right here at the exit. It has killed us before in the past, so... Not saying it's totally safe, but it's pretty safe. And now we leave. My voice just a weird thing. There we go. Oop. I knew it was coming. Sucks. What we got in the back room here? Just the key. Can one of you guys pick up the key? Actually, I don't want you to. I want you to... Oh, you know what? We left our our crossbow back there a while back. There's a lot of lava on this level. I hope I didn't miss Van Helsing up here. I totally did. That's okay, we can get him. Crap. Genius. Oops. Oh yeah, a minute and a half. Hopefully see you in a little bit. Should we go back for our boomerang? Yeah. Yeah, why not? We don't have our crossbow. Six health, 16 bombs, 1 rope. That's probably why it's a good idea to get Monty. I don't really care about money that much. Around in the lava, man. Okay. What do we got here? Turkeys? I'll take them. Got plenty of bombs. Yang's so happy right now. I think the rock dog's my favorite mount. Like you might say, this is their Jedi area. The axolotl, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it. But it teleports, and I've been telefragged too many times by that guy, so... Oh, crap. Almost died. Okay, let's see if we can go over here. Shit. Can I make that jump? I don't know if, like, I'm gonna hit my head. Just for some clearance here. Felt better about that. I don't have paste. This might be a big waste, but we'll see. Yeah, it is. This is getting spooky. This is like one of the more lava-filled Volcana like runs. We'll leave Monty, but we'll take the rock dog. Hopefully he'll like... Ah! I thought I was on the chain. I was hoping that he would take a hit for us, or we could like hit the double jump right there at the end, so that way we get to the bottom real quick. I'm not sure like what the design is there, Derek, you creator of the game Spelunky, for getting through lava that is just dripping down like consistently, right? Because it's all based on the physics system in the game, which is kind of super random. And that's, I don't know, it's just not fun, like, having to if it was timed, and it was just a timing thing, like, everything else in this game is basically just, like, learning the patterns of every enemy, of how arrows shoot, of the timings of bear traps and things like that. It's not called a bear trap, I forgot what it was called. Punchers. You know, it's all just timings, right? Like, you can still screw it up, but, you know, at least it's your fault. With the lava, it's not really your fault, though, is it? Like, I mean, it is your fault for being in the area, but there's no way to, like, figure out when or where or how that's happening. Is it worth getting the ghost pot? Like, I do have 7 bombs. And I got an emerald for it, so I was rewarded doubly for that. Well, almost doubly. No, just take that and go. Don't be stupid. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see how to marry 2 MPEG. MPEGs? Are these stored as MPEGs? AVIs? Whatever. MKVs? 2 files, 2 video files together. Because I paused it in the middle here. So there's got to be a way to, like, make it 1 file and then upload it to YouTube. I don't know. I really don't. I don't need, like, something stupid like Adobe Premiere to do that. Like, there's just some tool. Or I can code something. Because I am leak code. I don't know why I tossed that down there. Oh, it's right up there. Can't be that hard, right? To merge 2 files together. Don't get hit by your own arrow. Alright, so we have 7 grand. Not enough to buy the cloak. We'd like to buy the cloak. If we can find the ghost pot, we can buy the cloak, but we're out of time. So we just wasted a rope, and we'll just go. It sucks. Not the end of the world, though. But that lets us buy the bomb bag. And we'll forego getting the crossbow. Been watching movie clips. Like, YouTube like has its algorithm set for me because I keep watching. Like, I watched a movie clip and it's like, would you like to watch 100 other movie clips? And I'm like, I like movies. Yeah, I'll watch those, right? And so now it just continuously recommends movie clips, which is fine, you know, because I keep watching them. Anyway, I saw True Detective, not a movie. I saw True Detective in a movie clip format, right? It's all like Rusted Cole doing their thing, solving crimes, being emo, and I'm like, okay, great, you know, like I like that show, but I've seen it too many times, right? So I decided to give True Detective season 2 a go. It's not great, but it is okay. You know, it's not terrible, but it's not True Detective season 1. But if you just like don't think of it as True Detective and it's just like another detective show, it's not bad. The acting is pretty passable. It's more the scenarios and stuff that are kind of silly. I think the guy that wrote it kind of quickly because I think it was like a really fast turnaround from season 1. So he was just like throwing it together. That's my theory. I have no data to back this up. I'm sorry, Nick Palazzo, if that is not the case and it's really like your magnum opus or you worked really, really hard on it. But like it's not great. The special effects are so-so, and sometimes there's a line of dialogue or a cheesy moment in there. You're like, did you really need to say that or do that or explain this to the audience the way you did? And like, I don't know. I'll keep watching it though, and I'll watch season 3 just because. I mean, there's nothing new coming out, guys. Oh shoot. So all you get are video games and old TV shows. Like, that's what you get. There is new shows coming out. It's just not anything I really want to watch. I don't know what the deal is, but like for the most part, wow. for the most part, it's just really bad stuff. Like, I don't want to watch any of it. So I've been seriously just watching old movies that I used to like, and really bad ones too. Not good like Face Off, Con Air. I went on like a old Nick Cage spree, right? Just to Gone in 60 Seconds, just to have some fun with it. And they kind of hold up. They remind me of that era. I don't know if it's just like old man nostalgia, and if anybody like watches those now and is like, what is this? This is stupid. I'm like, yes, it is. Isn't it the best? I mean, there's just something magical about some of those movies. A lot of them are dated concept-wise, and they don't really hold up super well to modern, values and stereotypes and things like that. A lot of them are a little, like, it's not cool right now. Sorry, guys. But it's still got some magic. John Malkovich holding up the thing is like, no one moves or the bunny gets it. It's like, it makes no sense, but it's amazing. That shot where, like, Nick Cage, his long, glorious hair, and he's just like, he's a free man. it's I don't know. Nostalgia is a powerful drug. I am getting old. Like, it's got to be 100% that. Like, I'm just becoming an old man who likes old things. I enjoy things I remember. Because I can't even remember, like, the last, like, movie or show I kind of idolized that was made, like, within the last 5 years. What's a show that I really liked? Raised by Wolves. HBO still caught it. They still have it. All right, they're still doing intriguing, unique stuff coming out. Super into that show. Oddly enough, I'm having problems like finding people who are also into that show. I keep recommending it, and everyone's just like, cool, that's great, maybe I'll put it on the list. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, let me know if you enjoy it. Like, I wasn't trying to force you to it. I just thought it was a cool show. I'm like, oh god, I'm one of these douchebags that forces people to watch shows. No, I was just doing a general recommendation. They're just burnt out on other people doing that. Maybe I am one of those guys. I don't think I am. I'm not too pushy. It's usually just a one and done. Watch Raised by Wolves. It's pretty cool. Now, if you want me to talk about it, you should watch my Spelunky 2 stream, where I go on and on and on about how cool Raised by Wolves is, because it starts off, it's a little bit of a spoiler here, but it's atheist robots, obviously, versus, like, Christian spaceship men. They've destroyed the Earth, I forgot the year, and they're both fighting over a new planet that's habitable, but the planet is actually, like, a very ancient planet where, like, there's some history there. And the robots are raising human children because, all humans are kind of extinct. So there's only like a small group of humans left. And there's like a little morality thing where they're trying to teach them like different sets of values. And there's 2 robots, there's 2 androids. They're both spectacular. Mother and Father are their names, of course. And there's some history that goes on between both of them, and like it's just so neat watching them develop. Plus, I'm a sucker for anything that's like android robot related. Like, I was super into Westworld until it got weird seasons 2 and 3. Season 1 was spectacular, but like I watched it all. Really enjoyed all of that. I'll just drop the turkey here. I'm not getting that bonus from Yang. Let's gamble. Snake eyes. I think I just lost like 3 in a row there. Oh no! I'm out here. So yeah, you don't want to steal the shopkeeper's dice. I think that counts as an assault. So there's probably going to be a shopkeeper waiting for me. Oh man, I don't want to like be down here. All right, I think that's enough for me. I'm going to go play some WoW. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Ben, if you're still watching. Let me know what you think about coding. Coding before documenting or documenting before coding. Best practices, that sort of thing. Let me know what you think about good TV shows. Con Air especially. Con Air's not a TV show. Let me know what you think about the movie Con Air. And Spelunky went pretty okay. We got to partway through Volcana. That's as far as we got. That's okay. I'm not even sweating it anymore. I'm finding that the more I sweat it, the worse I do. So I'm just like ranting at the camera now, and I'm playing Spelunky for a little bit. That's going to be the end of the episode, though. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.